What is going on, everybody, and welcome to another video here on my channel. Today we're going to be looking at the blog for the weapons that are going to be available at launch for Black Ops 7. At launch there's going to be 30 new weapons to be utilised across the game. This comprises of 23 total primary weapons. That's 6 assault rifles, 6 SMGs, 3 shotguns, 2 LMGs, 3 marksman rifles, and 3 sniper rifles. Next up, we have the secondary weapons. That comes to a total of 5, with 3 pistols and 2 launchers. Technically 7, because we have the knife and the flatline MK2. Getting into the assault rifles, all 6 of them. Starting off, we have the M15 Mod 0, which is a full auto assault rifle, which is well-rounded in its power, accuracy, and handling, which is going to be sort of the M4 of this Call of Duty, I imagine. And along with all recurring attachments, we now have a new type of attachment called the Prestige attachment, which on this gun is a fire mod. It's the MFS 556 NATO FMG, which converts it into a subsonic 556 NATO rounds, preventing firing signatures from appearing on the minimap, and improves damage range and inflicted flinch at the expense of bullet velocity. To be fair, bullet velocity isn't that big of a trade-off, so I think this is a really strong attachment. Next up, we have the MXR-17. I think this is the SCAR platform from this Call of Duty. Once again, this is a full auto assault rifle with excellent accuracy and range. However, it's slightly slow mobility and rate of fire. So yeah, this is sounding a lot like the SCAR platform for this Call of Duty. Once again, the Prestige attachment for this weapon is a magazine this time. However, it's the MFS semi-auto fast mag. This converts the MXR-17 into a powerful semi-automatic rifle with a unique blend of firepower and handling, fast to aim and reload, with a reworked recoil and more damage fall off. So this makes it sound a bit less like a marksman rifle and a bit less like an assault rifle, but more like a SMG marksman rifle hybrid by the sounds of it from this weapon description. Next up, we have the Peacekeeper MK1, a lovely little returning weapon that we always love to see. Once again, this is a full auto assault rifle with exceptional mobility and handling, but high recoil and limited range. Prestige attachment for this weapon is the stock. It's the MFS Counterforce C1 stock. This retains the expected recoil improvements of the standard control stock, with additional improvements to recoil stabilization and attack stance spread. So this could actually be a quite good attachment for zombies, by the sounds of it, with attack stance spread improvements. Next up, we have a never-before-seen X9 Maverick. Quite a new, unique looking weapon, to be honest. This is a 3-round burst with great damage and recoil control, and average mobility with slower handling. Prestige attachment is a barrel, which is a 14.6 MFS Pulse Load Plus barrel. A short and lightweight barrel to drastically improve all facets of handling, far more stable when in air and landing, with a significant bonus to mobility, all at a moderate cost to damage range. So, with what this is sounding like, it's sounding a bit like the M8A1. The M8A1 is actually in this game as a marksman rifle, if it's anything to say from the beta. So I'm not sure why you'd want to sacrifice damage range for this, but there must be a reason. We'll see. Next up, we have the DS20 Mirage. Now this one right here is very interesting. It's a full auto assault rifle with respectable damage and integrated underbarrel grenade launcher. Integrated underbarrel grenade launcher. It's offset by moderate recoil, mobility, and handling. The Prestige attachment for this weapon is an underbarrel, the Mirage Tandem Launcher. It's an internal upgrade to the integrated launcher to fire 2 powerful explosive shells. Now that is going to be broken at some point, I already know it. Next up, we have the good old reliable AK platform, the AK-27 this time round. It's a full auto assault rifle with very high damage and low vertical recoil, but high horizontal recoil and slow handling. The Prestige attachment is a fire mod, which is called the Enhanced Cycle System, which eliminates all horizontal recoil while firing, with an improved rate of fire at the expense of muzzle velocity and vertical recoil control. Next up here, we have the SMGs, all 6 of them. Let's have a first look. The Raiden 45K, you get access to it immediately, and it is a full auto submachine gun with a solid balance of CQB, power, and handling and recoil. The Prestige attachment for this weapon is a stock, the MFS Full Stock Plus. It's an improved tactical spread stock that provides an overall movement bonus along with stronger improvement to hipfire and tac stance spread and improved durability when sliding and jumping. Once again, another one that sounds very, very good for zombies. Next up, we have the Dravek 45. This is a full auto submachine gun with very low recoil, decent range for the class, and it's offset by low damage and especially at long range. Prestige attachment for this weapon is a laser. It's the MFS Agile Laser Pro. It's an overclocked laser that provides strong bonuses to both mobility and handling, with a smaller bonus to damage range at the expense of recoil control and stabilization. Next up, we have the Razor 9mm. This is a full auto submachine gun with an extreme rate of fire but limited range and slower handling. Prestige attachment for this one is a 12-inch MFS Sidewinder barrel. An aftermarket barrel that provides a massive bullet velocity improvement with a significant improvement to all aspects of recoil at the expense of handling. Now this one sounds like this could turn into an absolute laser beam. I won't lie. Next up we have the Cordite, the Carbon 57. As you can see, this is a very, very, very similar design to the Cordite from Black Ops 4, if any of you guys played that. It is a full auto submachine gun with a very high ammo count, with respectable range and recoil, but below average damage for its class. The Prestige attachment is a magazine, the MFS Renown Plus Extended Mag. Improved extended mag that increases ammo capacity and drastically improves base aiming and sprinting movement speed at the cost of damage range. Next up, we have the MPC-25. This is a full auto submachine gun once again, with very high damage and excellent mobility. This is a full auto submachine gun again, with very high damage and excellent mobility and handling. Very high recoil and limited range. The attachment for this weapon is a barrel, and it's the 8.6-inch MFS Stratus X barrel. A shortened barrel to drastically improve recoil and provide a far more stable firing experience. Damage and range is reduced, but an increased headshot multiplier keeps firepower competitive. A shortened barrel to drastically improve recoil and provide a far more stable firing experience. Damage and range is reduced, but an increased headshot multiplier keeps firepower competitive. The RK9. Here we have a 3-round burst submachine gun that rewards upper body and headshots in close quarters, with decent handling and mobility, but below average range. Sounds a bit like the RK5 or RK7 from previous Black Opses. The Prestige attachment is an underbarrel, the MFS Iron Lung Hand Stop. A stackable attachment that improves fire rate, reducing burst cooldown, significantly reduces recoil when firing, but removes the ability to auto burst. Provides flinch resistance, but loses the ability to hold breath. Next up, we have all 3 shotguns. The M10 Breacher. This is what we saw in the beta. This is the charge shotgun, I do believe. It is a pump charge shotgun, yep. And it's optionally, you can hold the trigger to improve hip and ADS spread. The Prestige attachment for this weapon is a stock, the MFS XK Light stock. It's a one-of-a-kind stock that offers a strong improvement to sprinting and walking speed. It also improves dive and slide to fire spread when diving, sliding, sprinting, and jumping. Harms damage range and charge time though. Next up, we have the Echo 12 shotgun. This is a rechambering double barrel shotgun with great range and high damage potential with back-to-back shots. The attachment for this weapon is a barrel with an 18-inch MFS Greyhound barrel. It's a specialized extended barrel to provide a massive improvement to bullet velocity with a slight improvement to ADS spread, additional improvements to recoil control at the expense of damage range. Next up, we have the Akita shotgun. This is a full auto shotgun with excellent mobility and handling, balanced by high recoil and short range. Sounding a bit like the Maelstrom from Black Ops 6, to be honest. This might be a new top competitor for zombies again. Next up, we have the LMGs. There's only 2 of them at launch this time. It's the MK78, which is a full auto light machine gun with great damage and high ammo count, but limited by slow mobility and handling. Prestige attachment is a magazine, the MFS Heat Shield Belt Fed, so the belt feed is coming back. This takes longer to overheat and improves mobility, in addition to removing movement penalties when firing. Improves recoil, but has a significantly longer overheat penalty. Improves hip spread, but incurs an ADS spread penalty. The XM325. This is a full auto light machine gun with a very fast fire rate with excellent mobility and handling, offset by higher recoil and shorter range. Prestige attachment for this weapon is a laser, the MFS Motion Strike Laser. Fashion your LMG into a mobile turret through an improved laser that massively reduces all hipfire spread and increases damage range, but very drastically slows your movement speed to a crawl when firing from the hip. Here we have the marksman rifles, all three of them. That M8A1 that I mentioned, here we go. That's beautiful. Almost an exact replica of the Black Ops 2 version. Of course, it's a 4-round burst marksman rifle with an extreme rate of fire within the burst, but balanced by moderate burst cooldown. The prestige attachment is an MFS Striker tactical stock. This improves hip fire spread and tactical stance spread, with additional improvements to handling at the expense of recoil control and flinch resistance. Next up, we have the Warden 308. Kind of looks a bit like the Outlaw, to be honest, from Black Ops 4. This is a semi-auto marksman rifle with very high damage and average handling, limited by a double action fire relay. The prestige attachment for this weapon is a fire mod, the MFS Snap Trigger. This removes the firing delay and improves fire rate, but at the expense of recoil control and damage range. Last but not least, we have the M34 Nova line. It's a 2-round burst marksman rifle with exceptional damage and range, but low mobility and fire rate. The prestige attachment is an underbarrel, the MFS Enhance 32 hand stop. Steady your aims for longer with an increased control and mobility with an enhanced grip that unleashes your true marksman. We have all 3 snipers coming. This is the VS Recon, the DSR 50 remake. This is a bolt action sniper rifle with a quick rechamber, moderate recoil and stability, and the ability to steady while ADS. The prestige attachment is an underbarrel. It's the MFS R-Stop handguard. Extended hold breath duration whilst also improving rechamber stabilization, aiming speed, sprint to fire speed, and flinch resistance. Here we have that very, very unique 3-round charge shot burst sniper from the beta. It's a 3-round burst sniper rifle with high power and low recoil, but slow handling. It's a short pre-fire delay. The prestige attachment is a muzzle, the MFS 3x3 compensator, a unique muzzle that provides unparalleled hipfire accuracy. This deadly muzzle increases the weapon's charge time and harms aiming speed. Last but not least, we have the Shadow SK sniper rifle. This is a semi-auto sniper rifle with high power and stable recoil, but low fire rate. The prestige attachment is a laser, the MFS Convergence Box Laser, a steady aim laser upgrade to drastically improve sprint to fire time, in addition to a stronger improvement to hipfire spread in all other states. Here's the secondary weapons coming up now. We have the pistols. Then, of course, we have the Jaeger 45, the one that turns into a shotgun when pack-a-punched on zombies. It's a semi-auto pistol that's reliable, and it has a very fast fire rate with low recoil. Prestige attachment here is a 9.6-inch MFS Vital Ace barrel. Enhance the potential for the Jaeger 45 with a unique barrel that eliminates enemies with a single headshot. The skull crushes back by the sounds of it. This improves the raw firepower, but comes at the expense of its fire rate and aiming, handling, mobility, and recoil control. Next up, we have the Coda 9. Here we are, kind of like the Cap 40. It's a full auto pistol with a high damage and fire rate, but high recoil and shorter effective ranges. The prestige attachment is a magazine, the MFS Delta Cell Bulk Mag. Leaning more into submachine gun properties, this magazine offers a bonus to recoil stability and mobility in exchange for weapon swap speed, decreases damage, but significantly improves damage range. So that kind of turns it into a primary weapon by the sounds of it. Here we have the Velox 5.7 pistol, which is a 3-round burst pistol with high damage and controllable recoil, but with a moderate effective range. The prestige attachment is a 4-inch MFS Celeste barrel, a short barrel that provides a strong improvement to movement speeds in addition to a stronger improvement to in-air handling, improves jumping and landing stability, and weapon swap speed. Here, next up, we have the launchers. We have the Arc M1 launcher, which we saw in the beta, which is a charge launcher, which you hold the trigger to charge an energy beam that pierces enemies and deals high damage to vehicles and score streaks. There's no attachments for this weapon. Next up, we have the Arrow 189. This is a hybrid launcher that locks onto vehicles and score streaks, whilst also capable of accurate free fire. And then, of course, next up we have the melee weapons. The knife doesn't really need much of an interest, but it's got a high damage and shorter range with a very fast attack speed. And then we have the Flatline MK2, which is high damage, short to moderate range, and moderate attack speed. And that is all weapons coming to Black Ops 7 at launch, ready for everybody to get their hands on. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please do like, subscribe, and comment. Just make sure you let me know what you guys think is going to be the best weapon or the first meta as we go into Black Ops 7.